YouTube, what's good? It's your boy Big Beard B, and we are back for another edition of Big Beard Business. Today we are here with a fragrance buying guide, and we haven't done one of these in about 3 years or so, so I think it's about that time. Today we're talking about the company Jomashop.com, and I've been seeing more and more about them, and I've also had some of you hit me up with questions, so why not do a buying guide? So as I've mentioned, it's probably been about 3 years since we've done a buying guide. So if you are new here and not familiar with it, what we do is we look at the company overall, we discuss return policy, we discuss pricing, we discuss shipping, etc. Anything to kind of help you make a better buying decision, whether you determine to go with Jomashop.com or not. Now, in full transparency, they did reach out to me at some point and say, hey, Big Beard B, we would like to work with you. And this was like their second time reaching out. And you guys know me, we got to check them out first. So this is what we'll do. We'll unbox it, experience it together. If all is well, then I'll reach back out to them, get a promo code, leave it at the end of this video. If not, well, it is what it is. Boom! So I got the package here. It arrived via USPS. For those of you not here in the United States, that is the United States Postal Service. So that's how this one was shipped. Before I get into this box though, let me give you a little bit of backstory about Jomashop. So I guess let me start by saying that I am familiar with Jomashop.com, and I know them more so for watches. All right, that's how I came across them about a year or so ago. That was really, I think, maybe my first or second time hearing about them, but it was in search for a watch. And what I have realized is that they do watches and other goods on their site for sure. This is something that they've done, and the fragrances seem to be something that is completely new to them. It's a new sector that they're diving into, and because of the types of people they're adding in there, I think that they are trying to hit the ground running and make sure they make a splash, so to speak, in the fragrance world. But none of that matters. All right, we got to determine if this is legit, and you know, what did I get? So I got my handy dandy unboxing knife here. Shout out to whoever sent this to me when we were doing this before. Listen, man, when we did this before, I asked for an unboxing knife. Somebody got it to me. I appreciate it. It's been a long time. I shouldn't have left you without a buying guide to step 2. So here we go, man. We're going to dive into this one here. I'm going to open it from the bottom here, and let's see what we got. I have my receipt tucked away here, and I'll pull it up so I can remember exactly what I was supposed to have. But I think I purchased 2 fragrances. I did it, some people would say late, I would say early. I wanted to make sure I gave them a fair amount of time, and I'm typically up around this time anyway, so it does not matter. All right, so there's something in the box I need to get. I have my fragrances here, and what I needed to get was the receipt here. Now the receipt here is interesting because it's like a standard receipt that you would get from a store versus the big standard paper. Now, when I do these orders, I use a separate email address. Obviously the name has to be the same, but they don't know my government, right? So I use a separate email address, one that companies are not familiar with. If I put in Big Beard Business, they're gonna know, well, Big Beard B is ordering if they have someone looking at it. But outside of that, I try to do things a little bit different, so, well, they don't know what's going on, and I can give you a true buying experience and let you know what you can get. So I did purchase 2 fragrances here. I purchased one from Nishane, and I went with this one from Nishane, one because I heard it was good, but 2, I have a few Nishane fragrances within a collection, and I say, hey, let me go ahead and compare authenticity to something that I have. And the other one was quite the same here, which was Molecule 02 from Eccentric Molecules, and essentially it was the same thing. I got Molecule 01 right here, and I can compare it side by side to Molecule 02 just to make sure we have really the same thing. Now let's look at this receipt here, see if it gives us any additional information. It does not. It does tell you the price that I paid. For these 2 items collectively, it was $182.38. $166.94 with 2 of the fragrances itself, and the $15.44 came by way of taxes. Goddamn taxes. All right, free shipping though. I did get free shipping, and then they also have a coffee code here for best espresso coffee from bestespresso.com. So there is that. So to give you a little bit more backstory, I ordered this at 1:21 a.m. on June 10th. All right, so that was a Friday. 1:21 a.m. on June 10th. And then I also have when this fragrance box arrived to give you a true experience. And they arrived on June 13th at 5:14 p.m. Now I say that to say this because someone hit me up like, yo, B, I ordered from this shop. They're taking way too long to ship to me. This is terrible. And I was like, what? Let your boy see. Now, what I've come to find out is that you have to pay attention when you're ordering from the site because, one, I think that this is genius, right? Because of all of the shipping delays and things that are going on these days as it relates back to supply chain, not many companies are doing this, but they do have very detailed when you're looking at the fragrances when it's expected to ship if there's going to be a delay. So for the sake of this video, I tried to do ones that said in stock, or I think it said ready to ship. All right, so there were also fragrances that says ships in 3 to 5 days, and there were ones that says ships in 1 to 2 weeks. So make sure you are paying attention to that, but I don't believe that there was anything malicious going on there. I believe that maybe there was an oversight of when the fragrances were expected to ship. That's just my thoughts and opinions. It's not necessarily represent the views and opinions of the masses, but that's what it was. All right, man, let's hop into what we have here and determine. I can tell you right off the rip from the fragrances that I have from Nishane, at looking at this, it looks legit. All right, does look legit. We're gonna open this up and obviously see what it feels like, but as we do that, we'll give you a little ASMR action. Good feeling box. It does slide out the appropriate way. And does have the Nishane welcome card. Yeah, so this part so far looks legit. And the fragrance that I got was Oolong Cha, and I think that's the name of it. But Dan over at Scented Waters, again, I believe that he mentioned this one, or Bowtie Fragrance Guy, someone did, but the House of Nishane was all Dan from Scented Waters, so shout out to him. Listen, I'm going to go ahead and spray this and see what it looks like. Looks like it's legit here. Cap feels the appropriate size. I'll get a bottle here, just hold please. And I'm back. Okay, here's the deal. This fragrance is strong. Smells good. Quality is there. It's powerful for sure. But let's not talk about the fragrance. Let's go at the presentation here. The presentation looks exactly the same. Lines up in terms of height. We also got the exact same writing on the bottom, as well as a full-fledged batch code. Now I want to test out the batch code really quick, make sure it does check out. It's not like the supreme way to do it, but it is a way to check, and we will double down and see if we see any discrepancies. For reference on this one, I did go to checkfresh.com, and again, this is Oolong Cha from Nishane. The batch code that we have is 21240/06-01. On checkfresh.com, it comes up as 9 months and 25 days old with a production date of August 28th, 2021. So I'm going to say that this does check out. It looks right, it feels right, it smells right in terms of quality, and it also checks out legitly. So I don't think there's anything to worry about there. Now, one of the other things that I do want to talk about as I open this up is, again, things that are important to you guys out there that you relate to me at one point or another, and shipping is that. Shipping was free on this, but I believe it was based upon how much I ordered. But don't hold me to that. Go to their site, check it out yourself. And again, if everything looks legit, so we will go through and get a discount code, which I'll probably put here or it's definitely going to be down in the description box, and I probably will also pin it just to make sure we are solid. And the next thing I want to talk about relates back to the return policy. That's something that is uber important to all of you out there, as it is to me. If you get something, you don't like it, or you say, you know what, I found it cheaper elsewhere, it is what it is, right? It happens. So when it relates back to overall shipping and return policy, again, the shipping was free for me, but the return policy is they have 2 return policies available. One is a 30-day return policy, right? And then that is going to be for any new product, right? So you got 30 days to make a return. The other one is on 14 days, and some items are used, i.e., let's say you get a Rolex that's discontinued or it's been around for a while, it's a used Rolex or something like that, that has a 14-day return policy. All right, and then in addition to that, anything under $4,000 has 0 restocking fee. I don't think you'll find any fragrances on that site for $4,000, but if you do, hey, more power to you. And anything over $4,000 does have a restocking fee. What it is, I don't know, because we're talking about fragrances, and I don't think you'll find a fragrance over $4,000 on their site. It'd be hard pressed to do that. All right, but the fragrance must be returned unopened. Okay, so if you are just not happy with the smell, hey, you should have did a little better research, and I understand it to that. If we were still doing like full fragrance buying guides and giving scores there, I would mark them off for that, because hey, you know, why not? I want to smell it, see if I like it or not. And but it is what it is there. Maybe we can make them change that, okay? That smells good too. Yeah, that smells good. People have been talking about this molecule too. I gotta try that one on skin though. But all in, man, the company does look right. They check out legit. They have a solid return policy. They also have a nice amount of fragrances on their site. Dive in and compare them back and forth to see what you enjoy. And then also, I got really good shipping here. It's quick. I got it. I ordered it on a Friday morning. My expectation was, hey, I'm going to order it on a Friday, right? They have, I think their site says they have 3 to 5 business days to process it, but they got it out super quick. And again, they didn't know it was your boy because, well, I used a different email address and name, so they don't know who I am. So there you have it, man. I think they do check out. I will reach out to them to get you guys a discount code. Leave that linked and listed down below. Feel free to talk about your experiences with Jomashop.com, but make sure before you start talking about, well, they didn't ship to me quickly, make sure that you really look on their site and determine, is it going to be immediate shipping, 3 to 5 days they expect it in, 1 to 2 weeks, etc., because I did find that to be helpful with all the supply chain issues going on out there. Listen, that's all I have for you today. As always, I'm your boy, Big Beard B. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend that we are back again, and you already know what I need you to do. Just hit the goddamn bell.